Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So this is a spoiler-free review of Star Trek Picard, Episode 6, Bounty. Freaking awesome. It's not easy a spoiler-free one because basically every moment in it was a spoiler. There's milestone. It's stuff that they released before the episode, but there's like big things that happen in this episode. I don't allude to that at all. There'll be my full spoiler recap review will probably be Saturday night, which I'm quite looking forward to. But this is just a amuse-bouche, something to whet your appetite, to let you know where it is. If you're somebody who stayed away from Star Trek Picard, I understand completely, right? It's been a rough few years. I understand completely. It's safe to come back. On this one, I say this many times, this is literally some of the best Star Trek I've ever seen. It is, and the quality of the writing, blisteringly good. It's fan-freaking-tastic. I am yes, I'm amazed by it. I really am amazed by it. Fine, so this comes from my live stream I did last night. I do live streams every night on YouTube and Rumble. Mainly Rumble, right? Rumble, I get a lot more views than I do on YouTube. But I do them anyway, because I like YouTube. YouTube's pretty good. It's my backup channel now. It's weird how things change. Head over to Rumble, subscribe to me there, because I'm probably going to get a community strike at some point on YouTube, on maybe a ruble strike. I don't know what that would be, but I wish I had a dump button. Crowder has that because he just moved over to Rumble, and I think that's why I'm getting much more views on Rumble now, because the platform's getting bigger. So I wish I had a dump button, because I do these shows live, and I could hit the dump button on YouTube and say, we can't talk about this on YouTube because, we'll get, it's not allowed, right? And have it keep going on Rumble. I would love to work out a way of doing that, right? That's my plan right now. But anyway, wherever you are, like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much. And check out Picard. It's freaking awesome. As I said from our live stream last night, come and hang out on live stream. We have a lot of fun. So let me hand over to me from last night. Picard is, again, this is spoiler-free. Just seen today's episode, absolutely spoiler-free. The best episode yet. And it's got a lot of member bearers in it, but it's not member berry-y, right? It's because the hallmark of this is excellent writing that understands the next generation to a really fine detail. Understands and respects. Right, so there's a lot going on in this episode. The main plot point I'm not going to talk about because that's a spoiler, right? That is, but I will tell you, without exaggeration, I cried more than once in this episode. It was wonderful, and I was like, groaned with pleasure like that, and I wasn't, that wasn't going on. I wasn't. Daddy, why is that? Why are you banging two raw chickens together down there? No reason. Daddy, why is your boot caught in a bucket of wet, soapy mud? No reason, darling. Go back to your My Little Pony. But it was that good. Anyway, and I wasn't doing that, and it was that good. It really was. And there's so much about it. Was awesome. There's you remember in the 70s you had to have one black character and everything, the token black. So you have one token awesome Shaw moment in that episode, and oh god, Shaw is so awesome, right? Plot develops very nicely. This feels like a genuine mixture of generations. I can say George is in this episode. Brilliantly. I love the way they've moved everybody on. There's such a great scene between him and his daughter, right? Which I will talk about in a second. That's not really spoiler. I think the main thing I'm keeping stum about. But it was so good. It was something there was so much stuff there that was like a Star Trek fan's wet dream. Like starships nearly knocking into each other. There's incredible effects, doing awesome stuff. Oh, it was all so good. Great Riker moments, really great Riker moments. And he has a lot of great Riker moments. Great cliffhanger. It's taken it to a whole different level, this episode, right? We were talking about it on Saturday night. I'm going to give everybody a chance to watch it. Something I have liked about it, though, and I was just thinking about today, was how the character Jack, who's Picard's son, who's like a young, brash person, but you see a lot of Picard in him. But you see a young Picard being very Kirk-like, right? So it really brings them together in a very nice way, right? It's a bridge between Kirk and Picard, Jack. And I was thinking, oh man, wouldn't it be great to see him in a future Star Trek series? Like, he wouldn't be a captain, but maybe a I don't know, lieutenant or something. And I was thinking, this series is so freaking perfect. I would like them to kill Picard off at the end of it, right? I think I would like it to be like, this should be the capstone. And I hope they do that. I do hope they do that. Look, they can explore the universe further. There's a lot with Captain Shaw. I would love a Captain Shaw show. And they're really interestingly retconning away the Picard being dead and a robot version of him now. They're really interestingly doing that in a very, and again, the way I found very clever. There were, what else was I going to say about this episode? So yeah, I like that. There's a great scene in it. You feel that there's a real passing of generations going on, an introduction of new generations. George's kid, whatever name, the one not played by his daughter, the one played by his daughter was also in it. She's in like a couple of scenes. She's like, okay, can do extras, pretty girl. What can I tell you? But the other one, the one who plays the Forge, awesome character who I absolutely love. They have such a blisteringly great scene in this episode, like this blisteringly great, where it was essentially the younger LaForge was a young idealistic one with nothing to lose and would fight for their ideals. The older LaForge, Geordie, is an old guy now who's got a lot to worry about, right? He's got a family, he's got a wife, he's got daughters, he's got a home, right? He's got responsibilities. He's not so willing to blow up everything to protect his ideals, right? He's more willing to say it's not my problem, right? Because frankly, it isn't, right? Whereas his daughter's not, and it's just such a great confrontation, which I think turns Geordie around to a great extent in the episode. Again, the strength of the show isn't the member bearers, which are in it in abundance, and they're delicious. I don't give a shit. Oh, look, there's Enterprise A. Oh, I'm okay. That's okay. I don't mind. Oh, look, a Constitution class from Kirk's era. Oh, that's good, right? Yeah, I'm fine. Bird of prey. Oh. But it's the writing. The writing is blisteringly good, right? This is as good writing as we've ever seen in TNG, probably better. Like, just blisteringly good, like confident and with a bold understanding, right? It's absolutely fantastic. I look forward to it every week. I'm going to be sad when it's over. And it's been wonderful, right? It's been absolutely wonderful. It's we're up to episode 6 of 9, I think, or 8. Is it 8 or 9 or 10? I can't remember, right? Maybe it's 10. I hope it's 10, right? Because and we're heading for them all being together. I know it's going to happen, and it is lovely. Wolf joins up with the crew. It's just lovely. Right, there's so much of it. Like the whole stuff with Ensign Rowe or Lieutenant Rowe, Commander Rowe, right? Last episode, because they show it in the flashback, and there's such great subtle acting from Michelle Forbes in this. Like the little bottom of the lip quivers slightly. And I didn't notice it. I was watching it again. I was like, wow, right? It's like a micro. I'm going to enjoy really watching this one, right? I'm really enjoying this show. It's probably the best Trek I've ever seen. I like really out of the darkness, right? A Phoenix will rise, and I think that's going on in reality in general. Also, I think Mando was equally one of the best I've seen this week. Right? I think we're living in a golden age. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.